Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that we know and love as VP La Pew Pew. You might know it as a leFH or a leaf blower. This one is located on the north spawn of Malinovka Encounter, and it's under the command of me. Yes, it's one of my replays played earlier this afternoon. Now, I fired one quick round in there. Really didn't need to because, of course, this was an encounter game. So, obviously, the enemy started from further up the hill. But we've got a stack hound in sight now. Oh, I fired a little too early there. Missed out on getting the stack hound, but I have got a fairly fast reload. 7.64 seconds. Now, it's a 105mm light field howitzer capable of doing 410 alpha. And it'll penetrate 53mm of armor. As you saw there, the standard reload 8.92, but I've got it down to 7.64. Well, that staghound's being a bit of a nuisance, but our Covenant has gone down there, and I think he's about to tear that staghound apart. Now, looking around the map, we found the target. It's a BDR G1B. And yes, let's have a look. I'm dialing in, but he moves just as I fire, and so I hit the spot behind him. Now, the reason I was playing the VP was mainly down to the fact that players were saying that the accuracy is way off. And I was a bit concerned about that, so I thought, well, I'll try it out for myself. I fired one quick round in there, but obviously I moved very, very quickly. And I often say to others, don't move after you shoot, and just see what happens to the shell. And I'm obviously admonished myself for doing that because I shouldn't have done it. And oh dear, I fired a round at a dead tank there, because the AMX CLC was already gone. Okay, 88 up on top of the hill, rounds out. Well, it hit him, but it didn't even do any damage. And look at this Strib 74 diving down onto the lower platform. He completely ignores our KB1, who's down there, and he comes in to meet our guys, and he gets my shell instead. And so I've got my first kill. Meanwhile, the 88 is still up on top of the hill. And this time around, I get a direct hit with an HE round. I'm loading heat. So I'm going to give it a go with a heat round, see if it'll go in. And no, it doesn't. Didn't even pen. So I go back to this BDR. Now, you're going to see this BDR again at the end of the game. Yes, because this little one was quite a bit of a nuisance. And you'll notice his barrel as well is quite long. Now, that worried me that this guy's got the 90mm main gun. So he's actually quite powerful. Rounds out. No, even another heat round wasted. But we noticed the 88's come down to the second level or lower level. And another heat round actually hit the ground right next door to the 88. And I've lost sight of all the guys up there, because all we've got up there at the moment is the T-34. Okay, there's the 88. Side on to me. I fired a bit snap there because obviously I was concerned the guy was moving. He's on the move again, and this time around I do get a direct hit, and our T-34 goes down. We're losing guys like mad. We're 2 down on the enemy. I fire one quick round in, connect with the Cromwell, who didn't like that. He got 121 hit points to me. I fire another one in, and I got a blind hit there. And it looks like the 88 took a big hit, but we've lost sight of everyone else. So, oh, there's the BDR again. Same guy. He's on the move. I fire thinking he's going to continue on, but he didn't. He boxed me there, and so I didn't get a shot in, and we lose sight of him. Oh, I got a direct hit on him, though, and I took a round from the 88, who's not happy about me hitting him. And luckily for me, the shell actually hit the tracks of my my VP, which is of course made from a Shure B1. There's the 88 again, trying to get a shot on target. All I can see is through the trees, the outline. So I'm lining him up for a shot. Yep, that seemed to hit him for tracking, and he's gone down. The Cromwell finally nailed him. Well, we lost sight of that BDR, and I thought, oh well, maybe he's going to come out from around the trees. There's only 4 of us left. In fact, now there's only 3 of us left, because the Cromwell just got taken out by the BDR, but we didn't see where he went. Now, I knocked that tree down to give me a bit of cover from the right, because I'm not going to sit right on the tree. I just need something to give me cover so I can move about, because the enemy Arty is definitely trying to have a go at me. The enemy team has got a SU-122A and a leFH just like me. And oh my god, we've just got an enemy behind us, and it's an AEC. He's coming in. I'm dialing in ahead of him. Just narrowly missed him. And my teammate is in an SU-122A. And now we've lost sight of him. All we've got left is on our team is a Honey 3. And there's the AC. He's been spotted. Okay. The Honey 3, I think, was the one spotting him. I fluffed that shot. And yeah, I'm being fired on by the Arty. He fires ahead of me. Okay, I'm lining up the shot. Can I get a hit on target? Line it up. Yes! He's out the game. Now I need to move because the enemy Arty is definitely after me. And that shell missed. But it was actually a little closer to the water. Okay, so there's 3 of us left. There's an M10 RBFM up ahead of us. One shot. I get a hit for 180. And the Honey 3 takes him down. So now it's 3 left on either team. The enemy team's got the BDR and 2 Arty. And we've got the Honey 3 and 2 Arty. And you can see that the enemy Arty is trying to get the SU-122A. Because he obviously saw where he was firing from. In fact, now he tried to nail him there and missed. Now, I think the BDR might be behind the ruined church. Not absolutely sure though. SU-122's decided to go off, go Rambo. He's wandering off to try and find the enemy. And actually what he's doing is the right thing to do, actually, is to try and get away so that if we do spot the enemy BDR, he can get a shot from long distance and not worry about getting wiped out. My chief concern at the moment is that the enemy Arty are lobbing shells in nearby. As you can see on the mini-map, they are appearing, but we don't know where the BDR is. And if he's got the 90mm gun, he can kill me with just 2 shots. Likewise for the Honey 3. So at this moment, I'm just keeping my eyes open, just in case the Honey 3 sees him, and praying that we can spot him first. We know he saw the Cromwell, because he got a shot on him and killed him. But we don't know precisely where he is. Now, he should be just near the tree line. And if he is near the tree line, the Honey 3 should be the first one to see him. Because I've got too many trees between me and that tree line. Just looking. I'm trying to see where the last spot that we saw him was. Now, there's those trees there. He can't be hiding behind those because, or at least he shouldn't be, because we last saw him around about there. Yeah, it's around about just south of that tree line. So he's somewhere in the vicinity. Remember, this is an encounter game, so it's 3 minutes 50 seconds. That we have to be in the cap by 3 minutes 50 seconds, or we're not going to be able to win. Okay, I've decided we have to move. And Arty shells are landing nearby me, as you can see, and the enemy's capping. Okay, so this is interesting. Now, I should be able to get fairly close to the cap and take out whoever's in it. I don't think it's the BDR. I think it's going to be one of the Arties. I just don't know which one. And I'm cautious about the BDR suddenly appearing behind me, slamming 2 shells into me and wiping me out. Okay, SU-122's gone to south of their tree line. He's right way down the south. I fire 1 round in where I think the enemy tank should hide. It's not the right spot. And the Honey 3 spots him, rounds out, 1 shot, and the enemy PP goes down. Okay, now it's my job to try and get to the cap and start capping, but I've got to do it in a way that the BDR doesn't spot me and take me out. Remember, he only needs 2 shots to do it, and so I've got to get across the field and hopefully approach the cap from the other side. We know there's another Arty on the enemy team. It's an SU-122. Oh, there's the BDR. And he was on the north part of the map. So, let's see. Can I get a shot on him? Oh, That was so close. It went straight past him. And I realise I'm backing away, which is not the best way to handle it, because this thing doesn't reverse very fast. It's only 10 kilometers an hour maximum speed, so I need to turn around and motor, because at least I've got 28 kilometers an hour forward speed, and I need to get to the other side of the field so I can approach the cap from a different direction. So we know where he was last seen. The Honey 3 is in cover. He's in that tree area right up on the bank. If I show you, there you go, you can see where he is. So he can spot if the BDR comes out of the tree line. At this moment, he's probably hunting for both of our Artys, not realizing the SU-122 has actually made his way all the way over to the other side of the battlefield, and he's now over there in the distance going up the east side of the map. So we're hoping that if I can get in a position I can approach the cap. I can't approach it really easily from this angle, because if he sees me he'll shoot me in the side. So I need to come towards the cap head on, and then I can sit behind the wreck of that 105 leFH18B2 and hide there. Okay, just going to make my way to the end. Any sighting? Just looking at the other end of the map. Nope, no sighting at all. He should be somewhere in this area. He might have gone to the other side, but we've just spotted the enemy SU-122A, and there he is. He's right up on top of the hill. So he drove away, and he's very badly damaged. My first shell lands very close to the side of him, but he makes a cardinal error. He stops to take a shot, rounds out, one shot, and I've got him. So I've now got a counter battery fire medal. I was really pleased about that. Shouldn't have blasted that one round away, actually. It was a bit of a waste. But yeah, I was pleased that I've got the medal, and now he's in a position to start capping. The rest of the team have been indicating for some time for us to get in the cap and start capping, because they saw the time has now gone below 3 minutes 50. So one player cannot cap on their own. It has to be at least two. And the SU-122A is coming to join me in the cap area. Okay, Honey 3 still in his spot, and I'm approaching the Fifi rapidly. I'm now going to sit behind her and use her as wrecker's cover, just in case he does try to shoot. And if he's going to come in, he's going to have to come soon, or we're going to win. So we've gone from 2 tanks behind to now 2 tanks up on the enemy, and it's all to play for in the end game. SU-122 in the cap with me. 1 minute, 20 seconds, 27 left to go, and 2 minute hooter goes off. So we can do it. We can cap out. The BDR has to appear. He cannot leave it any longer. And there he is. He did go to the other side, and he's being spotted. He knows he's been seen. My first shell lands nearby, but not close enough. He takes fire from the Honey. I'm leading the target. Rounds out. Yep, got some splash on him there. Now, he stops to take a shot at the Honey, and I track him. Now, just keep him away from the cap. Rounds out, and another hit. Now he's a one shot. Come on, you beauty. Oh, he turned at the last moment. Now, can I get him with this round? Oh, and I pressed the button at the wrong moment, and I came out of picture view, but we did see the kill in the distance, and we've won the game. Well, big slap on the wrist for me, because yes, I shouldn't have done that. I pressed the button too hard, and I literally came out of camera view just as I fired that last round in and absolutely annihilated the BDR to win the game. So we went from 2 tanks down to winning that game. And I said at the end, yeah, it's still got it. It's still got the ability to do it when it needs to do it. The BP still reigns supreme. I only got a second-class tanker out of that game, as well as a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. I ended up with 5, one short of getting a top gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. I got a counter battery fire medal for taking out both enemy SPGs. I also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, I got 10. My win rate from the game was 4,590, which is Super Unicum standard. We look at the team score, we can see the highest damage in the game actually went to the Honey 3, who managed 2,025 hit points of damage, so well done to him. He didn't get the high caliber because it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, but he did exceptionally well to stay alive as long as he did, because he provided the sightings that enabled us to get the win in the end. The second highest damage turned out to be me with 1,506 hit points. Third highest damage went to the Jagdpanzer IV on our team with 1,392. And special mention should go to the SU-122A, who did spot the SU-122 on the enemy team. And he also got 699 hit points of his own in the game. It's a difficult Arty to play, but it was the first Arty I ever 3-marked. Anyway, when it came to kills, yep, I got that one. 5 kills for me. 3 kills went to that 88. Yeah, he was very deadly, that guy. 3 kills also went to the M10 RBFM on the enemy team. 2 kills went to the Honey 3, the Jagdpanzer IV, and the enemy Fifi and their BDR. And when it came to base XP, I got that one as well. So 2 out of 3. 912 went to me. 899 went to the Honey 3. And 823 went to the Cromwell, who sadly became the last victim of that BDR G1B. The SU-122 picked up 410. We were the last 3 left alive on the battlefield, but it was a very satisfying win. And I told the others, yes, watch Arty Noobs, because you'll see this replay come up later on. I fired 40 shots in the game, so I still had 10 rounds of ammunition spare, 15 direct hits on the enemy, 4 penetrating shots, and 12 splash. Damage of 1,506 hit points, of which 988 were at more than 300 meters. 1 hit received from the enemy. It was a non-penetrating shot. That was the one that hit the tracks. It was the 88, actually. It was a good job that he only hit the tracks, otherwise he might have done some serious damage. I damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 5, did 402 hit points of damage assistance. I got 43 of the cap points and 23 defense points when I killed the enemy Fifi. And on a premium count, I earned 17,178 credits profit. It could have been more, but I did carry those heat rounds. Unfortunately, they didn't pay off for me in this game. I guess the armor on the 88 is just too strong to actually get a decent pen. And the armor on the BDR, well, that's shaped. It's actually rather nicely rounded, which makes it difficult for those shells to actually get purchase and penetration. The heat rounds do work quite well on slab-sided heavy tanks, KV-1, KV-2s, and tanks like the Churchill, Excelsior, the like. So you can still use them in the right circumstances to get nice penetrating shots. But in these circumstances, it just didn't work at all. I also picked up 3,283 experience points out of this game because, of course, I got a fairly good XP out of it anyway. So, yes, the Fifi still has it. And, of course, it does go to reply to those players that Arty can't win battles. Yes, we can if we've got the right help from our teammates. All we need is somebody who's capable of spotting the enemy for us, and then we can take them down. And that's all it really needs. If you've got good players who can hold on against the enemy, even though the enemy seem to be winning, then you can pull it off. You can pull off a win because Arty still reigns supreme. We're still the kings of the battlefield. And in the end, when it comes down to it, we're the guys you need to rely on to get that victory. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.